Okay, here we go. Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to another English class here on Verbling.com. My name is Lisa, and I'm one of the English teachers here at Verbling. And in this hour, we're going to be having a fun class watching some funny commercials, car commercials with dogs. And the idea is this is a speaking class, actually. So we're going to be talking about the commercials, narrating what's happening, what's going on with the dogs, lots of different things to talk about and describe. So if you have a reservation for this hour, you can go ahead and get your reservation, use your reservation now. If you don't have a reservation but you want to join us, then just wait a minute, and when you see the Join Class button up at the top of the video, then you just click on that. And what happens is a new window opens for you, and that's the Google Plus Hangouts window. And then you'll show up down here in the bottom, and then you will be participating in the class. So let me just say hi to people, and if people want to come on in, I know some other classes are just finishing up, so maybe we will see some other people join us in a minute. Hi, Krishan.
Hello, Lisa.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Thanks for asking.
Okay, Krishan, where are you calling from?
I'm from India. This is not my first class. I have already taken some class with you.
Okay, awesome. Nice. Well, welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
And let's see, Anatoly's joining us. Hi, Anatoly. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Okay. And hi, Wellington.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thank you. Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody. Yeah. And Greg. Hi, Greg.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Good day so far. I'm in Washington State in the United States, so for me right now it's just 10 a.m., 10 in the morning, and so kind of starting my day. You guys are a little bit later than I am, so hopefully you've had a good day so far. Okay. All right, well, we might have some other people join us, but let me just explain how this class is going to work, and as people join us, they can join us and they'll understand. Hi, Carlos.
Hi, Lisa.
Welcome. So this is a speaking class mainly. We are going to do some watching. We're going to watch a few videos, but they don't really have very much language in them. So you guys are going to provide the language. So these videos that I'm going to be showing you are actually TV commercials for a car, and you'll see which car that is in a minute. But the idea is we're going to be watching them and then kind of doing a few things, maybe narrating them, describing them, talking about what's going on in the video, and this is just another way to practice your vocabulary, learning how to describe things accurately. Sometimes we do this by looking at just pictures, and sometimes we like to do it with videos. So there's not necessarily a lot to understand in terms of a listening class. We're not going to be hearing a lot of language, but you guys are going to be doing the speaking. So the way we need to do this, and let me just say hi, Jose, also, is we need to make sure everybody has, you have your YouTube app open, because that's where I'm going to show these videos. They're on a playlist, and we're going to go through a couple of different ones. And when we're doing a speaking class, I want to just remind people that I want everybody to have a chance to speak. It's not necessarily a lot, because we have a lot of time if we have a lot of people in class, but hopefully everybody will have a couple of different opportunities. And then, of course, you get to listen to what everybody else is saying. And also, if it's your turn and somebody has already said something and you want to say the same thing or something similar, that's okay, because it's for you to practice saying it yourself. So if somebody says, well, this is what I think is happening, or I would say this, and you want to say basically the same thing, that's okay. Go ahead and say basically the same thing, because it's for you to practice speaking. So everybody needs practice speaking, and even if you're saying something basically that's the same as what another student said, that's okay. All right, so you're just going to be practicing, you know, yourself. Okay, let's see. I think we have some more people. Sarah, hi Sarah. Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi. Sarah, where are you?
Laptop.
Okay. It's working. Sarah, where are you from?
I'm Emily actually. My laptop
You're on your laptop.
has broken down, so I'm with my sister's account now.
Okay, no problem. All right, good. Welcome. And Emily, where are you from?
Germany.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm from Germany.
Oh yeah, okay, your sister. I know your sister, Emily. Yeah. Okay.
Profile picture with yellow flowers.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember now. Tanner, how are you? Hi, teacher. Okay. All right, you're going to be silent. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. So, number one thing is let's make sure everybody knows how to open up the YouTube app. So, all of the apps are on the left side of the Google Plus Hangouts window. So, if you take your cursor and I'll show you how it works here. Take your cursor and go over to the left. You see all of these, we call them icons, and they're different things. So the top one I have is the drawing application, then the group chat, then the screen share, and then down here there are 3 dots. And when I hover over the 3 dots, I can go to the YouTube app. And everybody has to have their YouTube app open in order to watch the video and hear it at the same time. So I'm going to open mine now, and we will do a test to make sure everybody is on the same page and everybody can see the videos. That's important. And then I will tell you what we're going to do next. So let me open mine, and it goes to these videos here. Okay, my problem is my screen is a little short. Okay, all right. Okay. So let me do a little test. Now I have to switch to the group chat for typing. So if anybody wants to type a message or something, go ahead and open your group chat. Hi there, Hamid. You are there. I'm there. And let's do a little test here. I'm going to push play. And when I push play, everybody should be able to see the video. And there's some music, but there's no talking. All right, let's just do a test, and then I'll check in with you guys to make sure it works.
It started for me.
Okay, good. How about everybody else? Does anybody not see the video? Everybody sees the video. Okay, great. All right, so this is the idea. We're going to watch it, and then I'm going to ask you guys some questions about it, and you will answer, and we will talk about it, and then we're going to do this for a couple of different ones. Okay, so let me go back to the beginning, and we'll start from the beginning. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Anatoly, let's start with you. Can everybody hear me? Good?
Yes,
Anatoly.
yes. Yes,
All right.
yes.
Just in a couple of words, what is that commercial about? What is going on in that commercial?
About selling Subaru.
A Subaru car, yes.
Subaru car, yes. It is.
Who are the main characters in the... Oh, say it again, Anatoly. I didn't hear you.
I'm not sure who is what is message from this video. It looks like just memorable video for people because every time we can see so many advertisements that only something distinguished attract our attention, and maybe it was the main purpose.
Okay, so you think maybe the main purpose is just to
That's my answer.
something interesting to watch. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, Carlos, what about for you? Who were the main characters in this short
The
commercial?
well, the 4 golden retrievers. That's the name of the breed.
Yeah.
I agree with Anatol. It's not, in my opinion, it's not so clear to understand these commercials. That's one thing. Number two, you are American, so you are familiarized with the exact type of the track that was going around. In my opinion, I don't know.
Maybe.
I guess it's food of ice cream because they were smelling and they were tempted.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
They were tempted to stop and go chase that track, but they didn't. So that's the message, that they prefer to stay driving this car instead of going to get something else.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a good car.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah, good. And Greg, what? So Carlos, you mentioned the type of dogs. So I want to make sure people have, maybe you learned some new vocabulary during this class. So yeah, the type of dog that the male dog, who is the driver, that's a golden retriever. But I think the female dog, who is in the passenger seat, she is actually a yellow lab. So Labrador retriever, a little bit different, I think. We'll watch it again. But Greg, what are the dogs doing? So let's watch it one more time here, and I'm gonna stop it in the middle and explain some things here. Hold on. So here we go. Okay. So, Greg, what are the dogs doing right there? Greg? Can you hear me? Greg, your microphone is muted. Okay, let me go to Hamid. Hamid?
Yes.
What were the dogs doing?
They are barking and maybe they are trying to say to hi for their other friends.
Okay, so we don't actually know. We just see them barking. Okay,
yes,
so
or maybe they try to say hi to other vehicles drivers.
Okay, maybe they're trying to say hi. Now, does anybody recognize this type of truck? Carlos, you were mentioning it, but it's not an ice cream truck. It's a different kind of truck. Does anybody want to make a guess of what kind of truck it is?
Is it a van?
It's a van, but what is it for? What is
I think it looks like, for example, there are some street animals, so they can put vehicle drivers.
Okay, maybe they're trying to say hi. Now, close the Verbling other window, Greg. Well, I'm just curious because maybe you guys don't recognize this because it's not the same in your country. Does anybody have any guess what this truck could be used for?
Something that carries food, or maybe a security truck.
Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah, that's kind of true. It's not, but you're right. We have trucks that look like that. Security cars for like getting money from stores and transporting money, or food delivery or something. So I'm going to tell you what this is, and see then if you think it makes more sense. This is a mail truck. So a mail delivery truck. And so here in the United States, maybe this is a cultural thing, but the mailmen in many towns, especially in the past, they would deliver the mail going door to door. So a mailman would walk around town and a neighborhood and go from house to house to deliver the mail. That's how we say that, to deliver the mail. And it was very common for dogs to bark at the mailman and sometimes to chase the mailman around. So maybe if you've seen some American movies, that's sometimes in a movie, the dog's chasing the mailman. So that's the image here is what they're trying to do. So I don't know if that's something that happens. Hamid, in Turkey, how does the mail get delivered?
Generally, there are postmen. They can use bicycle or motorbike, so they can put our apartment's doors, our posts.
Yeah.
And Lisa, in that card, the blue object is envelope.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very common for dogs. You have your dog at home, and the mailman comes up to your mailbox or something to deliver your mail, and the dog starts barking. And if your dog is outside, then sometimes it's really barking, and sometimes it might even chase after the mailman. So that's the idea of what's happening in this particular video here. Okay. Krishan, what does it mean, dog tested, dog approved? You have any idea? Krishan?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what that means? Why would they say that?
Dog tested, dog approved.
Yes.
Yes. It means, sorry, I don't have any idea.
No? Okay, no problem. Good. Let's see, does anybody else, Sarah or Tanya or Wellington, do you want to tell what you think about this idea of dog tested, dog approved?
For me, is because I think this is a trip. So when the dog, because the dog is traveling through into the car, and this is a message saying that the car is very safe. And like the dog is the best friend of the man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The man must in the message.
Like if it's okay for the dogs, it'll be okay for men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy commercial. I don't know. Emily? Emily, your microphone is muted. Emily, are you there? What, let's see, Tanner, you're not participating. Okay, Wellington, let me go with you. So do you think this is a very effective commercial for a car?
For me, no, not. But I think my wife worked in a advertisement company, a great company.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Wow.
So these people is very crazy. Yeah. Sometimes they think that a message, a message is very useful to sell to sell the product, but sometimes is very waste of time. They waste money, and I think the goal sometimes is do something different.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. Something different. Yeah.
Go
ahead. No, go ahead.
Because sometimes they wanted to do more. They wanted to sell the product, and together they wanted to do something like a movie, like a new art.
Like art. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. I think that's true. Okay, let me just, I'm putting up another one here. Let's see. So the title of that one was "What's the Fuss About?" Greg, do you understand the term fuss? What's the fuss about?
Fuss is like something confusing, something that can let us, think about something, maybe thought-provoking, something that actually is not exactly clear.
Yeah. We also can say like, "What's the fuss about?" Like, what is everybody thinking about? You know, what's the fuss? What's going on here? You know, like if you walk into a party and everybody's like yelling about something, maybe somebody's having an argument or something, and you can come up and say, "What's the fuss about? What's going on? What are people worried?"
And actually, this commercial is a quite good example of using this technique to promote this car, because people actually don't think too much about the car, but they actually will remember that there was something strange. And an example
Yeah.
that I remember that if they promote a phone in Poland, actually there was a time they always use the same two comedians who they talking about something, but nobody actually understand what they want from them. They didn't really much too about the phone, and actually there was a logo, but actually people say that was a funny joke, but nobody understand that, and these people were quite weird. And
Yeah.
this is similar.
Similar. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So I think it's like what Wellington says. These advertising agencies are people are very creative and they come up with crazy ideas. And I think it's like what Anatoly said is, we have had so many commercials, so many ads. They're just trying to come up with something that, is funny maybe or that you remember, but it doesn't really tell you anything about if the car is a good car, what the price is, if it, what the benefit is to buying that car over another car. So we're definitely in a different phase of marketing and commercialization. So that's what they made a whole series of these. So sometimes advertisers, they do this where, like you said, they get like maybe a person or a couple of different people, famous people, and they use them for lots of ads. But in this case, they're using this family of dogs. So instead of humans, they're using dogs. So let's watch another one. And part of the speaking also is just describing what you see. So I'm going to ask you guys to just describe some things in this next one as well. Let me see if I get the right one here. Let's see here. My screen gets a little small. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Not that one. I want to go to the next. Whoops. Okay, what is going on in that one? Okay, Anatoly, what were the dogs doing in the car?
They played a romantic scene, and that dog, the third dog, who was barking from the room, probably partner of one of that dog.
Okay.
And they lovers, and they prefer to disappear. What is the plot?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Carlos. Let me just play one part, and I want you to describe what's going on here. Hold on. Let's play this one part. So how would you describe that, Carlos? What are the dogs doing right there?
Well, these dogs in here represent people, so they're kissing each other.
Yeah, they're kissing each other. But as dogs, do you know that word in English? What they're doing with their tongues?
Licking, lick.
Exactly, licking. I want to make sure everybody knows that. So how to describe that is they are licking each other, or in this case, like you said, they represent people perhaps, and so they are kissing. French kissing, in fact. We've been talking about French kissing actually.
Yeah, with tongue.
With the tongue, yeah. That's with the tongue. Okay, good. And so they're kissing each other, and so what is that? What are they doing there?
Cattle.
Cuddling, yeah.
Cuddling.
Cuddling or putting their hands or their paws. For dogs, we call them paws. Their paws together. Yes. Now, if you guys remember, I don't know how much you paid attention to the first video, but Greg, in the first video, we see like the family. So we have the representative of the dad, the mom. We had a little baby puppy in a car seat, and we had another one. Which one do you think this is? She has the pink collar on.
I have no idea. I didn't. I don't know which one of it will be. I think, I don't know. It will be like a mother dog and father dog. I don't know. So.
Okay, Hamid, I think I agree with you. I think it's the sister.
Yes,
Sister.
and her lover.
Yeah,
Next to
her boyfriend, probably.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks to me like in the first video, there's a family, and she represents maybe like the teenage sister, something like that, the older sister. Yeah.
And a barking dog in front of the window, probably the father dog.
Yeah, let's watch it and see if we can recognize, because they're using the same dogs in these ads. So. Okay, so they're kissing, and Jose, what happens?
I think that both dogs they are falling in love.
They're in love, yes.
Yes.
And
And the another one is watching through the window. I think that could be jealous about the situation.
Jealous. Okay, let me back it up a little bit. Let's watch it, and then we'll describe it. All right, so how would you describe what happened? They were kissing, and then they stopped. Why did they stop kissing?
I don't know why they stopped kissing.
Does anybody want to guess? Why did they stop kissing?
Because there are lights on.
The lights came. We say the lights came on, and so that they surprised them, and then we see
They started to panic.
Yeah. So what? So they're kissing, and then watch the lights. And the music stops, and so who do you think is the dog? Is that the mom or the dad?
I think that
the dad. Yeah, I think the dad. I think from the other commercial, he was the one driving, so that's the dad. So the dad barks. That's how we describe that. The dad barks, and then. All right, so then, Krishan, how would you describe the next action? The dad barks, and then what happens?
Then they moved.
Then you said the boyfriend, he does what?
He came out from car.
That's not the boyfriend, that's the girl. That's the daughter.
Oh.
The boyfriend, he's in the car.
Okay, he's still in the car.
Yes. And yeah.
And says, I don't idea. Sorry.
Okay. Emily, do you know how to describe that? What happens with the boyfriend? What does he do? What's the action that he does? Emily, your microphone's muted. I'm not sure if your microphone's working or not. Wellington, do you want to describe the action? What does the boyfriend do?
At first, the boyfriend, I think he was worried and maybe frustrated.
Frustrated, yeah.
Frustrated, and so he goes he goes because the father maybe he is very authority.
Yeah, the dog. Maybe the father's angry, right?
Yes, angry. Yeah, and the female goes back to the car.
Yeah. So I want somebody to describe this action right here. So
It starts the engine.
He starts the engine, and then I'm looking for he drives away. You guys know that phrasal verb there? To drive away, when you put the preposition there, away, it means he's leaving. So the girl, dog, she got out of the car. We say she got out of the car and he drove away. That's how we would say that. So she has to, presumably, she got out of the car and he drove away so that she could go home to her dad. But what happens next? What happens to what does the girl dog do, Wellington?
She goes. I don't know. I'm not sure about the words, but she goes direction to the car. Because this is normal. Dogs goes back. I don't know. I'm sure about the word.
Okay, I'll tell you. We would describe this right here. So sitting there, and we would say she is running after, or she chases after the car. She is chasing after the car. Yeah. Or running after. You could say running after the car too.
Okay, thank you.
Hamid, what did you mean when you wrote in the chat the underline was also meaningful?
I think this starts with a dramatization, blah, blah, blah. If you revert, we can see again.
I can see what? Oh, the words there? So the words on the commercial say
dramatization, professional driver on closed course, don't attempt, always secures your pets.
Yes, it just means don't think that your dog can drive your car. So this is a dramatization is when they make like a play or a little piece of theater. It's a drama. We call that a dramatization. It's not real life, you know.
Yes, and don't take it serious. And don't try.
Yeah, don't take it seriously. This is just for fun. So let's see. Which one do you like better? Jose, which ad do you like better so far? The one where the dogs are barking at the mail truck, or this one with the romantic?
The dogs are barking because the meal truck, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, good question, Tanner. Why do you think they use dogs instead of cats for these types of videos? Anybody want to guess that, Carlos? Why do you think they use dogs and not cats to represent humans?
Well, they are easier to train the dogs, and they are closer in the way they act compared to the cats, because the cats are more individualist
Yeah.
type of animals.
I would agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Greg, which one is more memorable for you so far? The first one or the second one?
I think the first one will be more memorable for me because I didn't catch too much sense from when I watched the first time. I have to think a little bit about it. And the second one is perfect example of one of the commercial that you know exactly more or less what was happened, why what was happened, and why actually they do it in the same similar way. Sometimes you see, I don't know, in many simple movies. And actually, I think that many people just forget quickly about the second commercial because uh, they know that there's nothing happens with the people in the situation when did it with the dogs. That doesn't make too much difference. But the first one will be more easy to remember, easy to say. Oh, there was a strange commercial. Nobody actually catch for the first time. Maybe some people didn't understand what was actually happened when they had decided to watch it several times.
Well, it's interesting because Emily's probably having trouble with her connection, but I'm curious, which one do you think appeals to men or women, the first one or the second one? Do you think women would like the second one more because of being more like a romantic or not?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The second one.
Yeah, the second one. So, remember, commercials definitely try to appeal to different people who might want to buy the car. Although it's interesting because the person in the commercial who owns the car is the boxer, which is the boyfriend. So the boyfriend is driving this car this time instead of a family car. So maybe that's also another idea of this type of car maybe is more for young guys, whereas the other car in the first commercial maybe is for families, like family car or something. Okay, let's watch another one here. Let me see if I can get it. Let's see here. All right, this one's called, if I can open it, it's called In the Doghouse. And I'm going to see if you guys understand what it means. Oh, darn it. I have to add that one back. It's called In the Doghouse. And that's an expression in English which means you're in trouble. So let's see. We can play it here. Okay. Next. Okay, let's watch this one and then we'll describe it, talk about it, and see if you understand what it means to be in the doghouse. He's in the doghouse. Okay, Hamid, what do you think he's in the doghouse for?
I think there is a nice jealousy story for this video. I also understood for different languages, I love you.
Yes, a French song saying I love you, yes.
Yes, and also the singing lady says je t'aime, te amo, like that.
Yes.
So when one lady dog was crossing over from pedestrian way, the driver dog started to fall in love at first sight.
Yes.
Then the pink color dog starts to, how can I describe? Starts to barking, but
Yeah.
then she shows her emotion angrily in aggressive mode.
Yes. Yes. Okay, let's start from the beginning and let's describe it here. So let's do a little bit at a time. Okay, so right there, what do we see? Who can just describe the scene? The car comes. Why does the car stop? Why does he stop the car? Jose? Why does he stop? What?
Sorry?
Why does he stop the car?
Yes, yes. The car is driven for one dog. The car is near to the line.
Hmm? So let me, yeah.
Sorry.
Do you see the sign there on the corner? The sign. There's a stop sign.
Yes. The car stop when the dog see the stop sign.
Exactly. So let me just give you some words here. This is a corner here.
Yes, yes,
Stopping at the corner because there is a stop sign. And
yes.
this part here where there's, that's called a crosswalk. So,
Crosswalk. Okay.
yeah. And so that's when we're going to see this dog. Let's watch it a little bit here. Okay, Wellington, why are they playing that romantic music in the commercial at this point?
Romantic music because the dog, the poodle.
Yeah, the poodle. That's called.
Yes, the poodle
Yeah.
represents the other girl.
Yes.
A new girl.
Yes.
A green, grass green, sometimes we said the green grass in other house.
Okay, the grass. Yeah, the
Yeah,
expression
the grass green in other house.
on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, on the other side.
Exactly. So, how would you describe this dog, the poodle?
He's very well shaped. Yeah, very
Yeah.
well shaped. Like maybe she I think is a female, a female poodle,
Yeah.
and it looks like she is using a jacket.
Yeah.
Yes, a jacket of curve belly. I'm not.
The tails. Yeah.
Yeah,
Curved.
yeah, and he's the dog is from elite. Is
Yeah.
I think opulent, the opulent, wealthy elite,
Wealthy dog. Okay. Wealthy dog. Yeah.
wealthy dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think is this.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, because this is what's called symbolism. Symbolism in the commercial. These, she stands for something else. So of course they're using dogs, which makes it funny. But of course she stands for like a female, a woman. And what kind of woman does she symbolize? Like what do you think of? So Anatoly, if this was an actual human being, a real woman, what would the woman look like if a woman was walking across the street?
She would be blonde
Yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Her figure is tiny,
Uh-huh.
and she knows that she is beautiful.
Yeah.
She doesn't hurry
Uh-huh.
because she likes when men look to her for her.
Look at her. Yeah, you could say
At
she
her.
likes that. We would say she likes the attention she gets.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, that's I think that's what they want you to think there. So maybe she's also uh maybe younger, and I think Tanner wrote about it. You have a family man, here he is, he's driving in his car with his wife and his kids, and then his expression on his face is like kind of, we have the word longing. When the expression on your face is a longing, it's like you just are kind of dreaming, like, oh, that would be nice, like I wish I was doing that instead of what I am doing. So let's watch his look again, which is funny that it's a dog doing it. We emotionally. Okay. So yeah, here he is. He's just watching her. So we would say she is crossing the crosswalk. So she's crossing the street in the crosswalk. And that's how you describe that. And yes, Hamid, the female dog, which is the mother, which is the wife idea there, she's snarling. There's some other words that we could say too. Does anybody know another word to describe that sound that she just made, the dog made?
Growling.
Exactly. Yes, she is growling. Good. So she's growling at him like, what do you think you're doing? And then so she just kind of got a little upset. She noticed what he was doing. And then they keep putting this dog tested, dog approved, which I don't know if it's very effective or not. But so which, Carlos, now we have 3 videos that we watched. Which one do you think is your favorite?
Well, this one by 100 miles. This one. Yeah, this one because it made me laugh really hard. So this one is for me.
Okay, good. So they're using humor to make you laugh. Yeah. What about you, Greg? Did you like this one, or do you still think the first one?
Last one was the funniest one.
Yeah.
I think it will be something. It will be fun to watch it several times. It won't be, I don't know, boring like the second one, because the second one could be boring after watching many times.
Uh-huh.
It would be annoying for someone, but that is my opinion.
Do you think that men can relate, like especially maybe an older family man, like a father, can relate to this commercial?
Yes, actually, then it could be. I can imagine the similar commercial made in this way, that we just replace all of the dogs with women's and men's, and some kids at the back of the back seat of the car. So it could work, but it won't be so interesting like with the dogs.
Yeah,
It won't be funny.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So someone had a sense of humor who made it, had some good idea, simple idea how it works in real life, and later maybe we'll make it a little bit funny, maybe a little bit weird, but it's actually weird to give the dogs similar like characteristic things like this paddle, how it looks like, give him the same impression of other dog and showing it this way. It's weird. It's quite weird when I think about what I'm watching, but sometimes I'm watching similar things, and sometimes what I'm watching, but it's fun, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Certainly, again, trying to use humor for advertising, something that stands out. The car is actually very minor. We say a minor player in this commercial. We see the car. And of course, the action is taking place inside the car, but it doesn't really say much about the car, how fast it drives or how well it handles on the road, those types of things. So definitely just using humor to try to make something memorable. Okay, let me go to another one here. Let's see what the next one is. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just say, so what does it mean to be in the doghouse? Does anybody understand? In this case, I would tell you the father, the man, he is in the doghouse. So what do you think that means?
I think it can be the real life status from mother and father's fighting, verbal fighting. So we can see generally between wife and husband. So it shows the reality life. So maybe their message because of that the house for that reason.
Okay, that's a good guess. What does anybody else have a guess? What do you think it means to be in the doghouse? And I would tell you that the male dog is in the doghouse. Any ideas?
Well, he got caught looking at another dog, and he's supposedly married.
Yeah.
No woman in the world would like the husband to be looking at another woman like that. He was really wanted to have something with the dog, so yeah. He got, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great language that you just used. I like that. He got caught looking at the female dog. So he was just looking, admiring her. The female dog even looked at him, and they were kind of in their own, daydream because of the music and everything. And then, of course, he got caught looking by the wife. And so now we say, oh, he's in the doghouse, which means he's in trouble, So if you ever hear that, like on a movie or something, that's what it means. Like, he got caught and he's going to be in the doghouse now, which means he's going to be in trouble. Maybe his wife's not going to I don't know, have sex with him for that night or something. But the idea is anybody could be in the doghouse. It doesn't just have to be a male. Kids can be in the doghouse. It just means to be caught and to be in trouble now. So he's in the doghouse now. And we have songs too that use that expression. He's in the doghouse now. That's a famous one. Okay, let me go back. I think there was one more here. Okay, another different scene altogether. Let me go back to the beginning. Let's see. Okay, Jose, where are they going?
Yeah.
Where are they?
The dogs get out the car and they are walking to the bathroom.
Yes, yes. And where are they? What is this place where they are? What do you call that?
I don't know.
I may put it there. Yes. So you could say they are at a gas station. So they're at a gas station. So you could say he pulled up to the pump. That's another way to describe the action that we see. He pulls his car up to the pump. The pump is where you get gas. All right, and then let's see what happens. Okay, Wellington, where is the father dog going?
He goes to the shop.
Uh-huh.
He goes to the shop, he buys something, I don't know what.
Well, let's watch one more second here, and it'll tell you. Watch this. Okay, what did he get?
I'm not sure. I don't see very well.
Okay. Can anybody tell what he got?
Key for the restroom.
Yes. So here in the United States, if you go to the gas station and you want to use the restroom, a lot of times the bathroom is locked, so you have to go get the key. So you have to go to the store. You don't have to buy anything, but you just have to ask for the key. And so he's asking for the key, and so he's getting the key, and all of the other dogs are getting out of the car. So we would say they get. And now what are they doing? They got the restroom key to go to the restroom to do what? Anatoly.
And they decided to drink for a human. It could be Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
For dogs, different liquid.
Well, it's just water, but they're drink. You can say they are drinking, and we say from. They are drinking from the toilet. Yeah. So usually when a human gets a key to the restroom, they're going to use the bathroom to go to the bathroom, to go pee or something, right?
Yeah.
But instead, they're dogs. So they're going to drink water. Yeah, I think it's just plain water. They're just drinking out of the toilet is what we would say. Drinking from the toilet or drinking out of the toilet. So this is a good practice for describing using some of these phrasal verbs. All right, let's keep watching. What is the dad doing there? Greg, do you know how to describe that?
So I think he's waiting for them, but at the same time he is looking up at something. I think it is a toilet paper. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's see if we can see it better here. It's actually a dryer. Yeah, we call that a hand dryer or a blow dryer.
So he decided, I don't know, to dry his hair or his hair, you know.
Yeah. Maybe he got wet from the toilet.
So
Okay.
just like humans, when they do something, they go to this machine, and that helps them to dry their hands. And here it is like that helps them to dry dog hairs.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. So, Carlos, did they get gas?
No.
No. Yeah. Here in the United States, it depends on what state you're in, but sometimes when you go to a gas station, for example, in the state of Oregon, they will pump your gas for you. Like you don't need to pump your own gas, put your gas in, but other states you have to get out and pump your own gas. But a lot of people go to a gas station only to use the restroom. So that's kind of what this is. They just went to the gas station to use the restroom, not to get gas. So that's just a funny thing that humans do, because a lot of times with restaurants you're supposed to be a customer to use the bathroom, but at a gas station you can just go.
Actually, I have this crazy idea about this commercial, because when I look at the car and what they do, what they actually get out of the car, to get out of the car at this gas station, usually people park the car close to the gas station to pump the gas, but in his case, they actually don't need it. So maybe this guy doesn't need so much gas to actually use it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. One of the things that's interesting about these commercials is that we can interpret them in lots of different ways. We don't really know why they did this, and it's kind of fun to talk about it. Like maybe it means this, or maybe it means that. So, okay, guys. Well, we used up our time, and we had fun watching those videos. Hopefully, I don't know if they're very effective at selling more cars or not, but they're entertaining for a little bit. So, thanks for coming to class, and have a great day, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
So let me open mine, and it goes to these videos here. Okay, my problem is my screen is a little short. Okay, all right. Okay, so let me do a little test. Now I have to switch to the group chat for typing. So if anybody wants to type a message or something, go ahead and open your group chat. Hi there, Hamid. You are there, I'm there. And let's do a little test here. I'm going to push play, and when I push play, everybody should be able to see the video. And there's some music, but there's no talking. All right, let's just do a test, and then I'll check in with you guys to make sure it works.
It started for me.
Okay, good. How about everybody else? Does anybody not see the video? Everybody sees the video. Okay, great. All right, so this is the idea. We're going to watch it, and then I'm going to ask you guys some questions about it, and you will answer, and we will talk about it, and then we're going to do this for a couple of different ones. Okay, so let me go back to the beginning, and we'll start from the beginning. Okay. In terms of a listening class, we're not going to be hearing a lot of language, but you guys are going to be doing the speaking. So the way we need to do this, and let me just say hi, Jose, also, is we need to make sure everybody has, you have your YouTube app open, because that's where I'm going to show these videos. They're on a playlist, and we're going to go through a couple of different ones. And when we're doing a speaking class, I want to just remind people that I want everybody to have a chance to speak. It's not necessarily a lot, because we have a lot of time if we have a lot of people in class, but hopefully everybody will have a couple of different opportunities. And then, of course, you get to listen to what everybody else is saying. And also, if it's your turn and somebody has already said something and you want to say the same thing or something similar, that's okay, because it's for you to practice saying it yourself. So if somebody says, well, this is what I think is happening, or I would say this, and you want to say basically the same thing, that's okay. Go ahead and say basically the same thing, because it's for you to practice speaking. So everybody needs practice speaking, and even if you're saying something basically that's the same as what another student said, that's okay. All right, so you're just going to be practicing, you know, yourself. Okay, let's see. I think we have some more people. Sarah, hi Sarah. Welcome.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi. Sarah, where are you?
Laptop.
Okay. It's working. Sarah, where are you from? Hi, Wellington.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thank you. Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, and Greg. Hi, Greg.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Good day so far. I'm in Washington State in the United States, so for me right now it's just 10 a.m., 10 in the morning, and so kind of starting my day. You guys are a little bit later than I am, so hopefully you've had a good day so far. Okay. All right, well, we might have some other people join us, but let me just explain how this class is going to work, and as people join us, they can join us and they'll understand. Hi, Carlos.
Hi, Lisa.
Welcome. So this is a speaking class mainly. We are going to do some watching. We're going to watch a few videos, but they don't really have very much language in them. So you guys are going to provide the language. So these videos that I'm going to be showing you are actually TV commercials for a car, and you'll see which car that is in a minute. But the idea is we're going to be watching them and then kind of doing a few things, maybe narrating them, describing them, talking about what's going on in the video, and this is just another way to practice your vocabulary, learning how to describe things accurately. Sometimes we do this by looking at just pictures, and sometimes we like to do it with videos. So there's not necessarily a lot to understand.
I'm Emily, actually. My laptop.
You're on your laptop.
Has broken down, so I'm with my sister's account now.
Okay, no problem. All right, good. Welcome. And Emily, where are you from?
Germany.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm from Germany.
Oh yeah, okay, your sister. I know your sister, Emily. Yeah. Okay.
Profile picture with yellow flowers.
Yeah, yeah, I remember now. Tanner, how are you? Hi, teacher. Okay. All right, you're going to be silent. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. So, number one thing is let's make sure everybody knows how to open up the YouTube app. So, all of the apps are on the left side of the Google Plus Hangouts window. So, if you take your cursor and I'll show you how it works here. Take your cursor and go over to the left. You see all of these, we call them icons, and they're different things. So the top one I have is the drawing application, then the group chat, then the screen share, and then down here there are 3 dots. And when I hover over the 3 dots, I can go to the YouTube app. And everybody has to have their YouTube app open in order to watch the video and hear it at the same time. So I'm going to open mine now, and we will do a test to make sure everybody is on the same page and everybody can see the videos. That's important. And then I will tell you what we're going to do next. Okay, here we go. Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to another English class here on verbling.com. My name is Lisa, and I'm one of the English teachers here at Verbling. And in this hour, we're going to be having a fun class watching some funny commercials, car commercials with dogs. And the idea is this is a speaking class, actually. So we're going to be talking about the commercials, narrating what's happening, what's going on with the dogs, lots of different things to talk about and describe. So if you have a reservation for this hour, you can go ahead and get your reservation. Use your reservation now. And if you don't have a reservation but you want to join us, then just wait a minute, and when you see the Join Class button up at the top of the video, then you just click on that, and what happens is a new window opens for you, and that's the Google Plus Hangouts window. And then you'll show up down here in the bottom, and then you will be participating in the class. So let me just say hi to people, and if people want to come on in, I know some other classes are just finishing up, so maybe we will see some other people join us in a minute. Hi, Krishan.
Hello, Lisa.
How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. Thanks for asking.
Okay, Krishan, where are you calling from?
I'm from India. This is not my first class. I have already taken some class with you.
Okay, awesome. Nice. Well, welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
And let's see, Anatoly's joining us. Hi, Anatoly. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Okay. And hi.